All right, well, we have a few minutes before the end of the show, so we want to get back to doing our off-script segment. This is where Dirk or I alternate. We kind of don't prepare this in advance. So
fortunately, there's only 3 minutes.
So we don't know. Well, you can go as long as you want, Dirk. Feel free. Actually, this one is, I think you can answer fairly succinctly. I'm planning my next op-ed. And I have a topic that I legitimately am curious about, and well, I'm legitimately curious about all my topics, but I mean, this one I'm curious about because I don't know the answers to it. So I said, well, let me throw it at you. I mean, we talk all the time about automation. We talk about automation within the framework of the quality space, the work that you all do out there, but mostly we talk about it within the framework of near the shop floor, the mechanics of doing quality, the acquiring data, doing the work that needs to be done to make sure that work is done properly. I want to think about automation though at the level of management, at the level of quality, the soft skills of quality. How do people who are quality managers, who are doing things like making sure that their IATF 16949 registration is in place and making sure that the methodologies, the lean methodologies they're doing, or Six Sigma or whatever it is, are being done? A lot of that type of work also we think will be automated in some way. So the question is, what I want to write about is, how do we advise people in the space, maybe young people in the space or older people in the space, to get the skills they need to handle the coming automation of the softer side of quality, the management side of quality?
Well, I mean, it's funny. In some ways, that may be more of a challenge.
It's a big challenge, yeah.
Than the hardware part.
The hardware part is fairly straightforward.
If you think of it, a lot of your managers. Here's a little ageism coming in here, but I'm 60, so hey, I can do this, right? I mean, but let's face it, there are a lot of older people who work in industry right now who aren't exactly, let's say, computer savvy. Let's say computer friendly. They actually destroy computers around them. Just their mere presence causes them to go down. For these people, I think sometimes learning to use, because when we talk automation, we're already talking software, right?
Sure, yeah.
To throw a new system at them when they've been used to doing something using paper and so on and so forth. I know how to use my spreadsheets. I know how to go to a filing cabinet and get somebody up. I mostly know how to send email to people. Now all of a sudden you're throwing them into a system saying, okay, everything's online now. All that data entry you used to do, well, it's online. And all the communication, well, it's online. All your signing off, well, it's online. I think for some people, now I'm going to say, maybe for older people, shoot your arrows now.
Maybe not.
Maybe more of an issue.
I'm younger. I'm younger than you are, and you have a lot more ability in this space than I do. So it's not really necessarily just
maybe not. But I'm just making the assumption that most millennials and stuff they
come through with it a little bit more. Yeah,
came out of the womb with a cell phone in their hand, right? So hey, am I born yet? Hey, let me tweet.
Selfie. Birthday.
Birthday. But I don't know. I think in some ways it's because software is in some ways much more intangible than learning a piece of hardware. A piece of hardware, I got a button, I push this button, I do these things in this sequence, and it works. Software, that's the thing that drives my wife up the wall. Is you can do in software in a lot of these applications, you can do things 10 different ways, and everybody does it different. You ask this person, well, how do you do this? And they say, oh, we'll go here and pull down this drop menu, click here, and this person, oh, no, you do it this way. I think this is a challenge.
Well, you and I had this conversation. I don't want to go too much longer on this, but you and I had this conversation recently. From my perspective, I said, I need to get better at this. I need to get better at the language of being able to explain to a tech what I'm looking for. So it's like, your suggestion was, well, Google it. Google a lot of these things. A lot of the answers that you want, if you're patient enough to read through Google and understand it, can help you get some of the language skills down to begin to understand, at least. The problem in many cases for me is just wrapping your mind around what it is I'm trying to find out, what I want to ask a tech.
That's a good question. What questions do you even ask?
And how do I understand
what's the lingo?
So that's a big problem too. But that was the good suggestion you had to me was, Google stuff. Just say, type in your question and see what the Google results give you, and you'll find some stuff out. I've learned to do a lot of home repair just through YouTube videos and things.
I tell you, I hadn't thought about that because I normally think of automation in terms of hardware, but you're right. I mean, a lot of the automation that we're seeing right now, particularly in our space, document management, software related to your enterprise quality management system, EQMS, this is all going online. I mean,
it's more and more. Yeah.
More and more. I mean, it's all automated.
Yeah,
So.
absolutely. Good stuff, Dirk. Well, thanks. Right. You'll throw one at me next week if we have time, hopefully.